fitnessatlantic.com. We are still at the Fitness Atlantic 2008. We're backstage, and I'm with a legend, Bricks.
Legend, that's interesting.
Now, how many years have you been doing? Don't call me Chris. You know better than that now. Call me Christian, call me X, and don't call me Chris. Now, how many years have you been hosting this?
This is actually my second year hosting this particular event.
Do you like being the host? When are you going to compete? Now, come on. What's that?
I competed back in 02 and 03. I had a severe car accident, put me out.
What happened?
Actually, I broke my femur and a part of my hip. The doctor just gave me the clearance to go back and train, so you guys might see me within the next year or so.
Oh, we will be out there. Anyway, so you might not know at home because all these, you're just checking out videos, fitnessatlantic.com. Small rivalry because we both hold microphones. He holds microphones out in front of the audience, and I hold it in front of the camera, and so a little bit of rivalry. But are you getting more comfortable being the announcer?
Actually, I'm more comfortable announcing than I was ever being on stage. It's kind of weird. I think it's because I got complete control of the show, and I don't have somebody telling me what to do.
I actually have control of the show. So wait, now, do you think, what was the worst blunder in all the years you've been, in all the different hosts? What's the worst blunder you ever did at a contest?
I think the worst blunder was probably last year's event when I called a female bodybuilder by the name of Kelly, and I introduced her as a 65-year-old man named Butch Paradis.
And he remembers it. Kelly, if you're watching, he still has guilt. Now, what was the most memorable moment, like in terms of just something that you just said, now that is bodybuilding's finest?
I would have to say the most memorable would be when the last show I hosted was in Massachusetts for Kevin Topka. And there was a man whose wife was diagnosed with a pituitary gland tumor. And rather than letting him quit, she encouraged him to go out and still compete in the show. And that right there just showed like love and dedication, which is what every bodybuilder needs.
That kind of stuck out in your head, huh? So like more than and there's some amazing physiques that blow your mind, but it's like because you're sitting in this like hosting thing, you get to see those moments.
Absolutely. It's more so than just going out there and flexing. You know what I mean? Like bodybuilding should be a personality, not just going out there and making a mean face with big bulging biceps. Hell, any fool, can do that. But once you have that personality,
I'm a fool.
Well, we all are. But that's pretty much what makes you stand out from like Schwarzenegger, Columbo, Sergio. Like all of the greats was because of their personality. Even Ron Coleman with the yeah buddy and the lightweight, it was personality. It's not always about size.
So wait a minute, do you think that you've become hosting, overviewing, like the big vulture, like a big eagle, looking over everything? Do you think, and you're a big eagle, do you think that that's made you more sensitive as opposed to when you used to compete? Do you think you were a little bit more cutthroat back then and you sensitized because you got to watch it from a backseat?
I won't say really sensitized, but you get to see it from a different perspective. When you're competing, your vision is on, okay, is my music okay? Am I going to hit my poses? Am I cut enough? Did I put on enough dream tan, hot stuff, so on and so forth? But when you're hosting it, it's like your job is not so much to just talk, but to make the competitors look good, feel good, and make their parents feel glad, like, okay, wow, look at how he called out my son's name. He made him feel like a superstar.
So, now you just said parents, because a lot of people here, now, because I'm 114, most people know that, and I just look great for my age. My parents came to one show, I sent them home, it was so boring. No, but honestly, do you think of it almost as like, this is every mama's son out here?
Absolutely. If your mom can't make it, your dad can't make it, I'm sure you got an aunt, uncle, brother, sister, cousin. There's some relative or fiance, whatever the case is, there's somebody that came out there to see you. And they didn't come out there to have the MC make jokes and try to steal the spotlight, They came out there to see the competitor. So you got to make it about them and not about yourself.
Like I said, a subtle competition. Little digs here and there going on. No, it's not about me. It's about Bricks. Andre. See that? Mm-hmm. No, but and on that note, though, do you think, though, that it is also a job as the MC to keep energy up, right? So can you get away with just, like, being at the mic and can you get away with that?
You know what? Most bodybuilding shows are like that. When you go to watch them, the MC is just leaning on the podium, very
reading the names.
Yeah, just reading the names. No personality to it. I think personally I could get away with it, but that's not my style, so I wouldn't bother.
Well, I've noticed over the years you've started taking stage, which I appreciate. Like, getting behind the podium is great, but getting out there on the stage, do you think that galvanizes an audience differently and makes them more ready for the competitors?
Absolutely, 100%. When they can see somebody that's not, and people, please don't take this the wrong way, but when they see somebody that's not skinny or out of shape, and they see you in a suit and you're out there and you're interacting with the people that you were once like it brings that personality back to the event.
It's in essence, bodybuilding being a silent sport, you have to be a voice, and it's 150 people you got to be a voice for.
Absolutely, 100% correct.
Freak you out?
Nope.
You ever choke? Ever on stage like don't know what to say next? I do it all the time.
Nope.
Little digs is what it's about. No, all right. So what do you so far what you've seen in this contest? More chaotic, less chaotic, more aggro, any more egos? Wait, come on, now you can. We're all friends.
All right, we're all friends. So let's put it this way. Again, no offense to nobody, but I'm bigger than most of the guys that's competing. So their ego is normally put in check the minute I go back there and talk to them and tell them what I expect and what I hope that they deliver and what they can expect from me. 90% of the times when they see a guy, wide frame, good taper, big arms, they kind of, drop that look.
Like who?
Kind of like you.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Like this compared to last year, do you think people are more friendly, more or is there no difference? Same as always.
There's a slight difference. Like some good, some bad, and again, some people have been dieting longer. Some people are more experienced. Some people are newcomers. So you gotta take all personalities, and you can't treat everybody the exact same way. You know what I mean?
So what is one thing you want every competitor to know? Like you're seeing everything. You watch all the nonsense. The juniors are out right now. They're doing their nonsense, and these guys are going to do their nonsense. What is one thing that they need to know about taking stage from the only guy who has voice?
The one thing that you need to know is this right here. You're on that stage. That means the hard part is done. Diet, done with. Posing, you should have already been practicing that. But the one thing that you need to remember, you're already a champion. You are already a champion. You're out there in your bikini briefs getting judged by strangers that know nothing about you, and all they're doing is judging you based on your physical. So at the end of the day, when people are in the audience and they're booing, they don't have the balls to get up on stage like you did.
Apropos use of word balls at thefitnessatlantic.com. And what one thing, sure you can. One thing is a family show. One thing, find out before I go. Do people thank you at the end of the night? Do you get enough respect from them? Do you want them to sort of recognize you, or you don't care? You all set?
You know what? To be honest, surprisingly, since I first did the show, a lot of people in the audience have come up and thanked me. Some of the competitors, they'll shake my hand backstage, but it's the audience members that come up to me and was like, that was great. You're the best MC like we've had at the show. And that means more than, whatever anyone else thinks.
You should enjoy that, because I'm going to steal that from you.
Good luck. As a matter of fact, we'll see next year.
Yeah, right. I'll be back in the back. Thank you, Bricks. This is Christian Mayti for FitnessAtlantic.com at the Fitness Atlantic 2008.